Maybe some rain out there.
Yeah, but not a complete washout the entire holiday weekend. We will see a wetter day tomorrow again.
Okay.
Maybe kind of a repeat of today, a little drier for Sunday, and then relatively dry on Monday. So not bad. We'll just kind of start things out a little bit on the wetter side. We're still watching very closely that system that is just to our southwest in the Gulf. As mentioned before, Hurricane Center, not a big surprise, now highlighting with a 20% chance of developing. So really a low-end threat. And this has not changed anything in our thinking for impacts here. It'll be a rainmaker. It is going to kind of meander down into the Gulf. Exactly where is yet to be determined. However, it does look like it's going to get pushed south or southwest in the next couple of days, which is why we will start to see a bit of a drying trend. You look at the lower clouds, there definitely appears to be kind of a broad circulation, and then in the upper levels, there is good outflow. So it definitely has the needed dynamics in the atmosphere to intensify, or at least if nothing else, to keep the thunderstorms going. Now looking at the buoys, nothing indicating any kind of circulation at the surface. We'll be watching that very closely. And again, the model's not really aggressive with this doing anything in terms of organization. It does, however, keep leaning toward us staying on the wetter side. Now, there are some storms that are still down to our southeast, but as they have been trying to move northward, they tend to weaken. A little bit more activity that may stay just to the west of our area and stay more toward the Atchafalaya Basin and south central Louisiana and avoid much of southeast Louisiana. Still some ongoing steady rain across our bayou parishes, not even quite as far north as Thibodaux. And then what we did have along our coastal communities, a lot of those heavier storms are winding down. Model here not doing a terrible job of indicating those storms, but notice it does try and bring in some more rain during the later evening and nighttime hours. So we'll keep the mention of a chance for some rainfall. This model may be a little bit too aggressive with the rain that does move in through southeast Louisiana during the overnight or late night hours tonight. Now, for the chance of rain staying with us during the day tomorrow, the flood watch was extended through tomorrow evening. We could see another 1 to 3 inches of rainfall. The main issue would be any of the downpours that would lead to kind of rainfall rates of 2 to 4 inches per hour. Thankfully, like again today, those should be fairly isolated. At the moment, overcast skies, 85 degrees and a dew point of 75. A lot of humidity out there today. And today's high, though, was kept well below our normal high of 90, staying at 86. Clouds and rainfall will help us out, and that is keeping us in the 80s at this hour. Now, this system, as I mentioned, is associated with a bit of a strong outflow in the upper levels of the atmosphere. One of the reasons why we'll have to watch this one closely, but as said, model's not really doing much with it. So we will continue to monitor this. However, as I mentioned before as well, this doesn't look to be anything more than just a rainmaker for us in the next kind of day and a half. So through the night tonight, could see a few showers roll through, and then a lot more activity during the morning hours. Rain and clouds get going early. It'll keep us into the 80s throughout the day. And then we start to get a break during the later afternoon and evening hours. So it is also not just a constant all-day rain. We will see some breaks. Notice this model also trying to develop kind of a surface low. Whether or not we would get wind supportive of a depression or even at the most a storm would yet to be determined. But the models have been trying to pick up on something happening. You get a complex of storms like this over the Gulf waters in almost September. Models use climatology to kind of indicate you get a cluster of storms over the water, something is bound to organize, but none of them have been very aggressive with that happening. But as I also mentioned, by Sunday and Monday, that low starts to get pushed down to the south. So by Labor Day, we should be much, much drier, and those rain chances do taper off early in the week. It looks like another upper disturbance will start bringing back rain chances toward the middle of the week. As far as elsewhere in the tropics go, again, a low-end chance over the next couple of days. Elsewhere, we have a wave that has a low chance of developing, but something to watch long-term. The other one that has been given a little bit more attention by the models is this one. Now, there is nothing there at the moment, and we have a medium % chance of developing once it's over the Caribbean. At the moment, this is kind of in a long trough of low pressure over the Atlantic water, so nothing organized yet. But the models do indicate we could start to see some organization in the coming days, early next week. Then as we get toward next week, we may be watching something try and approach the Cuba, or the Yucatan. This is about where the models stop in any agreement. After this, so this is next Friday, the models are literally all over the place. Something to watch long term at the moment, not an immediate concern at all. High temperatures over the next couple of days kept into the 80s because of our rain chances. Started to taper off Sunday, but much drier for Labor Day itself, and then a few more showers return by Wednesday and Thursday.
Okay, thank you.